Ladies and gentlemen, it's Saul Goodman, the Better Call Saul podcast, albeit late.
The later Call Saul podcast.
Later Call
podcast.
Podcast.
A little rusty.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, been a while.
All right. Anyway, my name is Brian, and with me, back up in that ass with the resurrection, is Dave. Dave, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good. We're a little late on this.
Yeah, it's been a rough go lately, scheduling wise.
Yeah.
One of us took a trip to Toledo, Ohio.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet.
And one of us got a lot of work at some local venues. I got to work at a big amphitheater and stuff, so a little bit busy. But
thank you for keeping us in check, all the people that have asked us where we've been. So
appreciate that.
We thought about how we were going to do this. So Dave and I, it's really late on Sunday night. So in an attempt to catch up, we're going to watch the show and record ourselves as we watch the show, because what we would be doing anyway is taking notes during it. So this will just kind of be like taking notes without taking the notes.
Right.
That way we could just have our thing about it, and then tomorrow, new episode.
Yeah, our usual game plan is we get together and we usually watch the episode, then record. I come up with a lot funnier things, I think, when Brian and I watch the episode together.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're just going to bypass the middleman, and we'll just do a live watch-along.
Mm-hmm.
Sans notes.
Exactly.
But opposite of sans, humor and insight.
Yeah.
What is the opposite of sans?
Comic. Yeah. Comic. Totally.
Hey-oh.
All right. So what we're going to do, so if you want to watch along with us, what episode is this, Dave?
This is episode 608, Point and Shoot.
All right. So we're right at the very beginning. So we're going to count down from 5. We're going to do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And then we'll hit go.
Play.
And I'll hit play. So we're watching it on AMC Plus.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I just hit skip recap, and then I paused it, and then hit skip recap. So it's right at the beginning of the episode and paused.
This is a lot easier when we used to get screeners.
Right, yeah. I miss the screeners.
I still think that's some sort of weird glitch, but whatever. We're just going to...
I don't know. But, I don't know. You don't want spoilers on these things that have been happening. True. But yeah, we got the first 2 episodes last time, and then nothing since.
And they show up right after it shows, so maybe we're just not on the super mega awesome list.
Yeah.
But I don't blame them.
We didn't spoil anything, so we didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
We never release our episodes early. I don't know. It's fine.
Well, this is where we're at. So we've been doing this for like 8 years. Too late to stop now.
That's right. We got to finish this strong.
Yep. All right. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. On go, we're hitting play.
Yeah.
Does that sound good to you?
You ever, side note.
Yeah.
Have you ever done, what is it, odds and evens? Shooting odds and evens?
No.
I learned this today. So I saw my brother today, and I was going to wait for the episode. Tyrantula Doug.
Yeah. Tyrantula
Doug looks like Lalo now.
Yeah, he does.
It's so funny. He shows up to this family party we were at earlier, and I was like, you look like somebody, and I can't put my finger on it. Oh, my God, Tyrantula Doug morphed into Lalo.
Right.
And we are not Mexican.
No.
By far.
Yeah.
But he's got the long gray hair and a mustache. But anyway, so we're playing bags, cornhole.
Mm-hmm.
Official cornhole. You know, the longer boxes.
Right.
And we're trying to figure out, and he's like, let's shoot odds and evens. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. So apparently, you hold it fingers, 1 or 2 fingers behind your back.
Uh-huh.
I hold 1 or 2 fingers behind my back.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody calls odd or even. And then we both expose our fingers, and then the total is either odd or even, and that's if you win.
Oh. Never played that.
No.
Never heard of that, actually.
No.
All right.
It's like rock, paper, scissors, but like lamer.
Yeah, yeah.
Because rock, paper, scissors is always like, do you go 1, 2, 3, shoot, or 1, 2, shoot?
No, it's
that's
1,
always
2, 3, shoot.
Exactly, but some people shoot on 3.
Yeah.
So they go 1, 2, go.
Yeah.
1, 5, 7, 8. You count it down.
All right, so we're doing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah.
All right, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1,
go.
Go.
Right.
On the go, that's when you're clicking play,
You're
right?
Click play on the go.
All right, ready? Here we go.
Here we go.
5.
Did that go? Was that the go? No.
Yeah.
You're going to count down, then go.
All right, ready?
This
5,
is ground control.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so we hit play. Opening up on a beach.
Boy.
Waves crashing. I love watching it with closed caption, because like folks who don't have the ability to hear, I wonder if they look at it and be like, "What the fuck is that? Waves crashing?"
Yeah. Like, oh, the wave. Okay, I totally know what waves crashing.
Yeah.
Or like, well, I mean, it depends if you're born deaf or if you lost your ability to hear. That might be a little loud, isn't it? These waves are loud.
Got the left shoe.
But I love the subtitles because I mean, we're going to find, I guess we wait till the next episode. We are 2 episodes behind. We've seen 1 and 2.
Right.
But the subtitles allowed me to guess the plot of the show because that was the big teaser, you know.
Right.
I'll explain that in the next episode. But yeah, waves crashing.
You know what's nice is usually with these little teasers at the beginning of the show, too, it's like, well, what the fuck?
Right.
You know, like, how's that going to come into play? But at least in this episode, everybody knows what's happening.
This kind of obvious.
Yeah, I think everybody could put together that after the last episode when Hamlin got capped, that this would just be the cover-up.
Yeah, he did not have a namaste.
No. He had a lamest day, the lamest day.
The lamest of days.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Or like the little music note.
Yes, like music's playing. Music's playing, just so you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised it didn't say seagulls chirping because there are
seagulls. It did. It said seagulls squawking while the shoes were rolling in.
There you go.
Got the wedding ring and the wallet.
That's right. Apparent suicide.
Poor Hamlin.
Poor Hamlin.
The only like good guy in this entire fucking series of shows.
Right. That they spent an entire half of a season making us.
Maybe arguably.
There it is. Tarantula Doug.
Tarantula Doug. Maybe Walt Jr. in Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
He was probably a good guy. And the baby, of course.
Of course, the baby was completely
right.
innocent.
But other than that, Hamlin actually just ended up being like the only good guy.
Yeah, who's next? Rick Schweikert? He might be a good guy.
Yeah.
There's that fucking candle.
Yep. So right is picking up after he got Hamlin's blood all over the candle, picking up right where the last episode left off.
That's right.
Big ass blood splatter there on the table, on the walls, from the windows to the wall.
From the windows to the wall. As we were driving home from our family party, my girlfriend's telling me about this parody of that song.
Mm-hmm.
Aw, sleep, sleep.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
From the windows to the wall to my comfy bed I crawl. Aw, sleep, sleep. Nap, nap, nap.
That is a terrible parody. That sounds like it was made by somebody who like
us,
who like heard Weird Al and was like, I can do what he does, but you can't do what he does,
but better. Yeah.
Plus, he has the clout now where he can pull it off.
Also, best acting of Patrick Fabian this whole season.
He's just laying there, laying there dead. So effortless, Lalo. So effortless in his.
I hate him so much, dude.
His craziness. So I would once again, a Batman 66.
Yeah.
Like one-time remake, like a Batman 66 movie. If he played Cesar Romero's Joker, would be fucking phenomenal.
I'd be down for it, man. Who would play Batman? Who's the Adam West in this scenario?
Hamlin.
Just recast Better Call Saul.
Yeah, wouldn't that be fucking amazing?
So I guess Jimmy would be a good Robin.
Or Riddler.
Yeah. Riddle me this.
No, he could be like the stereotypically Irish chief of police.
Yeah.
Batman, glad you came. Or whatever.
Commissioner Gordon. Kim's Catwoman.
Oh, easily.
Or Betsy Kettleman is Catwoman. She's Poison Ivy.
She could be a Poison Ivy.
She's Poison Ivy for sure. Gus is Mr. Freeze. Because he has no emotions. He's just stone cold.
Right. I just like how it's so matter of fact.
Yeah. Well, you have to be when you're in this sort of a stressful situation.
Right. They did a really good job because even watching this now, because this is probably like my 5th goddamn time watching this episode, even now you can still feel like the weight of the situation through the screen.
Yeah.
I didn't pick up that this was it was kind of like a best case scenario diversion. Because if one of these guys, because he's telling them to go where to kill Gus, right?
Right.
But like if they accomplish that mission
over.
Yeah, win-win, right? Because other than that, it's just a really good distraction. It's a really good diversion.
Yeah, I didn't pick up on until later that this really is a diversion. He's just getting them out of the house so he can go kill Gus. Like, he's not really going to kill Jimmy.
I didn't pick up on that either, but like in hindsight, now that everybody's had like 3 weeks to watch this several times,
right?
You know. Nowadays, if this is taking place nowadays, it'd be TikTok. You got to put it on TikTok.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Social media that. TikTok is evil. Twitter's evil. Everything's evil.
And the whole time I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, how are they going to hold their feet to? How's he going to hold their feet to the fire?
Right.
You know, like I was trying to get ahead of it because I'm like, all right, he's telling one of them to go. I'm like, so are they just going to hang out? But then he ended up tying them up and stuff like that. But that's a pretty good point, though.
Yeah.
If he sends Saul, weird guys show up.
I thought that he was getting Kim out of the house because he was going to try and take on Lalo.
See, I kind of thought that too, but I thought the whole time I was just like, he's just trying to get her out.
Yeah, he's just trying to get her away from Lalo.
Right, and he was just ready to take whatever happens.
Yeah, if she bails and runs.
Very magnanimous of Saul Goodman.
Well, it's what you do when you love somebody.
Jimmy McNanimous.
Jimmy McNanimous.
Right.
Slippin' Jimmy McNanimous.
Slanimous and McNanimous. I think this is filmed after Bob Odenkirk's heart attack, too. Like this particular scene.
Glad he's okay.
Huh?
Glad he's okay.
Yeah, boy, that really would have been awkward, right? Like,
right.
It would have been interesting to see how they would have pulled it off. But luckily, he pulled through.
We even get a bunch of naked Bob.
So, like here, where they're talking, you know, he's trying to give the vibe, like, go, get out of here. I'm gonna die.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Like, this is goodbye.
Yeah.
This is like
if they don't get an Emmy, what is the TV one?
It's Emmy.
Emmy, yeah. Like somebody from the show should get a fucking Emmy.
They do. Well, somebody who's saying cinematography should, but I don't follow award shows, so I don't really know.
Yeah.
Even though I like this show and do a fan podcast about it, I still don't really follow if they're getting awards for it or not.
Yeah, I have a friend who has an Emmy.
But you notice this parallels Nacho and his dad, where they had that unspoken.
Yeah.
This is the last time we're going to talk.
Totally.
A lot of parallels that I'm picking up.
Yeah.
Throughout this season.
Reoccurring themes, Dave.
Yeah, reoccurring theme. I remember the reoccurring theme of the season is reoccurring themes.
Right. Right. As it has been in previous seasons. So
I actually forgot what the reoccurring theme was that I was so focused on the first half
the fucking
season.
duality of man or something.
Oh, yeah, the duality of man. That's right.
Look at that. Saul putting on a brave face. Brave face, Saul.
The BSS. What a dick. God, I hate Lalo.
So it's weird, though, that Kim never picked up on that, though.
What's that?
Like Saul was totally like, hey, basically like trying to like mentally put in her head like, hey, get out of here. You know what I mean? And whatever happens, happens. But Kim, as we'll see, is obviously very willing to go through with it. So it's weird. She never picked up on that.
Yeah.
You know, or at least, or unless she's just that ride or die. She was like, I'm going to kill him to save my man.
Yeah, she's doing it to save him. They're doing all this stuff to save each other.
Yeah.
And that's kind of sweet.
I like the little wincing.
Puts the lotion on his skin. That's what you do with it. Oh, sorry, we can't edit this when we do watch it, as long as there's no editing. You're going to hear all the bad jokes.
I feel like Tony Dalton, because I looked into Tony Dalton. You know, he's you know, in Spanish-speaking countries, a pretty decent actor, stage actor. He's kind of well-known.
I like that camera shot.
Yeah, right there on the chair.
I don't know if that means something, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Looks like they stuck a selfie stick on a chair.
Right.
And pulled it in. But I feel like we'll probably see Tony Dalton in a lot of shit going forward.
I hope so. I think this should get him some big roles.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's probably already had, yeah. Like you said, you looked into it. I didn't.
Right. So it's weird, right? Well, I guess it's a movie silencer.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, though, it's hard to tell because
one that silences, because real ones don't do that.
Right. You know, and sometimes I think about it like, you know, whenever they have a silencer or a gunshot in a building and nobody seems to notice, you know, I used to shit on that, but like I have real life experience with that because I think I've told before, in one of the hotels I ran, somebody shot themselves in a room and took their own life. And even though like nobody complained. Like
Really?
nobody in any of the neighboring rooms complained.
Well,
or said
I'll tell
shit.
you what. I live in the, I guess you can call it the ghetto,
Mhm.
unincorporated.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's gunshots all the time. I don't say anything. I
Yeah.
just go, oh, yeah, there's another 9 rounds going off.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I told you I drove through a drive-by pretty much a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, and it's just like, just people all over the place. No, yeah, nobody cares. It happens.
Yeah, my wife coming back from Chicago from work. It took her 3.5 hours to get home because as she was driving, there was that shooting on the highway
I don't even know about
a few
that.
days ago. Yeah, shooting. Like 2 people got into a gunfight while driving or some shit, and stopped traffic. And my wife went to turn around, but on the next exit back, somebody shot somebody on the exit in Chicago. So
Good
it literally
Lord.
took her 3.5 hours to get home, which is usually like a 45-minute drive.
It's a war zone up there.
Yeah, it's just getting worse and worse and worse.
I stay away from it. I'm not.
People
even going
pretend
a lot
like it
of
isn't, but it is. Like even when I lived in Chicago, I used to be like, "Well,
it
that's
used
okay."
to be concentrated to certain neighborhoods.
Yeah, like that's on the other side of Western, or that's like south of us, like 10 blocks, but not so much anymore.
Right.
The best part is that he cranked the TV. It'd be great if now a neighbor complained.
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly.
turn that shit down.
Your gunshots are fine,
Right.
but I can't have this extended time of.
I think
loud volume.
the thing about gunshots though is people a lot of times don't understand what a gunshot really sounds like.
Yeah.
Like when I lived in the city, people all the time would be sitting in the backyard and you hear a pop and people are like, "Oh my god, is that fireworks or a gunshot?" It's like, dude, that's obviously fireworks.
Right.
First off, gunshots don't go psh after you shoot.
Right.
But I think people don't want to believe that there's
Also
a gunshot. You know what I mean? So they're probably like, "Oh, somebody dropped a book or a car backfiring."
Yeah, or they
shit
say
like
it's the
that.
echo or the rebound.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
I honestly thought there though, instead of him just kind of being stuck in that situation when Saul fell over on the chair.
Knock yourself out.
No, I thought the chair was going to break apart, and I was ready to be all pissed off, and
That's horrible.
that would have been one of the few moments where I was like, "Oh, you're so much better than that."
Yeah.
But no, that's pretty intense right there.
And then to fall right in Howard's face and have to stare at his
Yep.
lifeless body.
Yep. Does she have Mike's number?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Because didn't he call her before?
Don't
Or
remember.
when they met in the diner, did they trade phone numbers?
I don't remember. I wish I did.
See, I guess she's just that down to do it,
Yeah, she's gonna do it. I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
as we see. I'm treating this as if you guys have seen it, as we always do, and yeah, I don't think she's giving it a second thought. Like she's convinced she has to go through with this.
Yeah, I do like
Although this is interesting because this is also how cops really react. I have so many friends that or people that get so paranoid when cops are around.
Uh-huh.
They think they're gonna get caught, or they think the cops are looking at them, and it's like literally you can just cry at a cop, and they'll just be like, "Oh, what's up, dude?
Yeah.
See you later."
how's it going?
Like they.
Good evening, citizen.
Right.
Right, because they're so involved in their own
She rolls her
conversation.
window down. Obviously, a cry for help.
She gave it a thought. The vented kind? What are they talking about? Oh, you can get those on REI? Maybe
That's where I got my bike from last year.
REI?
Yeah, REI.
Oh.
I got one of those at
You
REI.
must have been talking about tents or solo stoves.
They have a lot of things at REI.
A lot of vented things at REI.
Yeah, it's a co-op.
It is.
I would look into it if you're into outdoorsy things.
Yeah, we bought some stuff there. I think that's where I bought my kayak was from REI.
Hashtag
I
not a
definitely bought
sponsor.
I definitely bought a solo stove from them.
Nice.
Yeah, it's kind of pricey, but
Quality.
It is a fucking smokeless fire pit. It's the weirdest goddamn thing. I looked up how it worked, and it's pretty ingenious. But
It's a smokeless fire pit?
yeah, that's what the whole solo stove thing is. It's like you can burn wood in it, and no smoke comes out because the way it's designed.
What is this sorcery?
The way it's
Do
designed.
they have left-handed smoke turners too?
No, but the way it's designed, it pulls. They use the air coming up on the bottom to pull the smoke back through like the lining of the stove,
Interesting.
and it gets so hot that it basically burns the carbon out of the smoke. So when it comes back up through, it's all clear because it's all just heat.
So it's carbon neutral.
Probably.
So why don't we use this to fuel
I know,
our country?
I'll tell you what though, it'll fucking eat a tree like nothing. It gets so hot like you'll just blow through firewood on it.
Wow.
Like this callback to Breaking Bad, the shot from overhead in front of Gus's house.
So my buddy that calls me up after every episode but doesn't listen to our podcast, which is a trap to see if he's listening now. Then he can call me out on it.
Right.
He said he's been rewatching Breaking Bad simultaneously and picking up on all these like parallel shots and these callbacks and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think I've mentioned several times I kind of half watched a lot of Breaking Bad, like at work and stuff, where you really can't pay that much attention to it. So I'm missing a lot, and I just have bad memory.
Yeah.
So a lot of these things I don't get. Which I tell people, you don't need to see Breaking Bad to enjoy this show. This show is amazing.
Yeah, you really don't. Especially since they went like essentially 4.5 seasons without really referencing anything in Breaking Bad.
Right.
Like, there's not even like really any nod and a winks anytime that they had some of the characters from Breaking Bad jump in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just kind of like they're just part of the story. There's not like any big like dun dun dun.
Right.
You know,
the Crazy Eight was a little bit, but that was kind of cool. I actually like the Crazy Eight stuff.
Which is why it'll be interesting to see like when eventually they do the Walter White Jesse Pinkman thing.
Oh, there goes the reverse peephole.
Dun dun dun. She was going to do it. She was going to cap a fool.
She was going to do it. Point and shoot.
Exactly. Pop a motherfucker like it ain't no thing. Mike is always the consummate professional.
Also, can I just point out how clear these closed circuit cameras are for 2006?
Right?
Like sometimes it's kind of choppy and sometimes it's like crystal clear.
They're like HD for the time, like 920p or something like that.
Because you pulled away his guy.
Yeah, way to go, Mike. You really dropped the ball on that one.
Small chance, he says.
Mm-hmm,
Low priority, he says.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Wrong guy.
Yeah. Is that Gus's body double? Is that what that's supposed to, or is it just
what?
a really well dressed
Gus is bald. You can't use a guy with hair to cover up for a bald. Wait, it is not bald, but very.
Well, then that
short.
guy comes way overdressed to work.
He's not the only one wearing a suit. You ever see the movie Hitman?
No.
Me neither, but I think he wears a suit. I didn't think about him being with Gus's body double because I think it's too much hair.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay, so
maybe
this makes a lot more sense because I could have swore that the way they set it up is that it was across the street.
It was across the street, I thought. No? Is it next door?
Well, look at the fucking tunnel. There's no way he walked like over through a yard and across the street. That obviously looks like it's right next door.
So it's next door.
Yeah.
I thought it was across the street.
I thought the way they set it up is it was like across the street.
I thought they showed it.
Right. I thought they panned from one house across the street to the other.
I guess we just assumed. Or is it a series of tunnels? Is this not the old couple's house? Is there an underground labyrinth?
Right.
Underneath this? Did they build this entire subdivision?
Right.
With the purpose, like it's Gus built this whole subdivision.
Mm-hmm.
He's the only one that lives there.
He just dug it out. But I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure they made it look like because they showed the house and then pan across the street.
If anybody knows, smash the like button and leave a comment.
Yeah, leave a comment, please do.
Helps with the algorithm. Make sure you get your notifications, even though we don't really post on YouTube.
You know what makes me mad about that is there's supposed to be some sort of feature in Podbean where we upload all these to where it automatically creates a video on YouTube.
Yeah.
And that hasn't been working. I don't know.
It used to.
It used to,
but
now
season 1 or 2, I think, is on YouTube.
Yeah. One of these days I'm going to get it to work and it's just going to flood with like 100 episodes.
Maybe that's just because they took away the dislike button.
Oh, we were just so low on the totem pole.
Yeah, we got so offended.
That was cool that Lalo was taking a nap in the car, though. You know, we got to freshen up.
I was waiting for like another lady, like a lady to pop up or something, like, you know, like you're making out in the back seat. One head pops up, the other head pops up.
Londaria Brillante.
We also had this big discussion with my buddy about how exactly he knew that there's something going on and how Lalo even got involved in the first place, and I totally forgot all those details. Other than that, he was following Warner, and that's how he came across all this.
Yeah.
This is why you keep a penknife on your person, folks.
Always.
Always.
Or a multi-tool, like
Yes,
a little
right.
thing that looks like a pocket, like a Swiss Army knife that you can fold out and has like a little
Gerber?
wrench and shit.
Get yourself a Gerber.
A Gerber, if you will. They also do quality auto collision. I wouldn't know because I still haven't got my fucking truck back from the accident 3 months ago. So goddamn ridiculous.
Don't forget their baby food.
And their baby food, of course.
Not formula, because there's no formula right now. Or is that?
Right.
I don't know if that's back, but yeah. Gerber baby food is delicious.
I like how even in the toughest of situations, Gus is always meticulous.
It's his compulsion.
Yeah.
It's what keeps him centered.
Yeah.
For me, it's terrible jokes. For Gus, it's orderliness and tidiness.
Mm-hmm. He's just sitting there thinking, he's like, you know what? I bet I should probably go to the laundromat.
He knows what's up. He's smarter than everybody.
Yeah.
Should be called Breaking Gus. Better call Gus.
Gus who?
Put her on. Well, this guy walks into a bar. Why did you point? She doesn't know where he's at.
Pointing at the camera, man.
Hmm. So they... Never mind. It's a question for later.
I like how even Gus is impressed by Saul's ability to talk his way out of situations. But I think that's tipping him off. He's like, wait a minute, then the only other place that he could possibly be, then if he's not here.
I'll say, another way to interpret that is you don't talk Lalo out of shit.
Yeah.
So it didn't really matter who got sent.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So this is all a diversion. Lalo's up to something.
Yeah.
What do you think? Leave a comment. Comment below. See how I'm pointing?
I see that, yeah.
Do on their videos.
Oh, yeah. So
this new trend of filming yourself reacting to a video is just super annoying.
Yeah.
And then and these people that talk and they keep pointing at the screen above them every sentence that they make.
Oh, yeah. It's so fucking stupid.
Oh, kids, man. Get a hobby.
Right.
Go throw a disc.
Just once when somebody uses these sniper rifles as a telescope, I just want to see somebody accidentally plug somebody. But I guess it's all about trigger discipline. You know, you got to keep your finger extended.
You don't put your finger on the trigger until you intend to fire the gun.
Mm-hmm.
Rule number, I don't know, because rule number 1 is only pointing at something that you want to kill.
Right, yeah.
So obviously he wants to kill that door.
Right, yeah. He wants to take it out.
Military jargon.
Yeah, I love all this stuff. And he's like, we don't want to spook the neighbors, but then a fucking SWAT team of like 15 people runs up the fucking
runs up the stairs.
Like, and they're like metal and concrete stairs, so it's just like clank, 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 clank. Nothing to see here, guys. Just a posse rolling through the...
We got that keg of PBR you asked for. It's BRRERRUN.
Right. And I like you can see like the guys obviously like tucking guns in their
right,
like in their belts and shit. Are they going to break in the door? Because that also makes a ton of noise. Look at Dave right now slinking away from the microphone, just scooting on out, turning down the dealy-do.
I felt like my preamp was kind of hot.
Ah, gotcha.
I think I was clipping it.
Can't have a hot preamp.
Hopefully I'm not distorted. We don't really get a chance to monitor ourselves sometimes when we were...
Yeah, we're probably going to hit with like some DMCA shit because the sound of the show is bleeding into the microphone.
No, you can't really hear it. I'll gate it out or something. I don't know. I don't care.
Because they're unidirectional mics. Isn't that how that works?
No.
Oh. Well, I'll shut my mouth.
Omnidirectional mics. See, these are hypercardioid mics.
Okay.
Okay, so it means your null point is roughly a 45-degree angle.
Okay.
Away from you.
Okay.
So the mechanisms that make it cancel out these angles actually makes it pick up straight behind.
Oh.
So your worst place to be is exactly at the end of the microphone, which is a live sound mistake a lot of people make. They'll put the mic in front of the monitor, and that's the worst spot. You want it over here.
Gotcha.
At an angle.
Oh.
Cardioid, your null point's here. Hypercardioid, it's over here.
Oh, well.
This is why I'm a professional, Brian.
I was going to say, yeah, that's why you're an audio engineer. Good eye on Gus picking up that fan isn't moving as quick as it should.
And I think there's a bait.
But I guess he pulled the louvers off too. And
the art museum in France?
Yes. Like
the quarterback for the Green Bay Packers?
I don't want to go to France and see the Mona Lisa. I want to see the
I like how Gus didn't even move. He's just like, okay, guys dropping around me. I'm just going to stand here. I'm not going to find cover or anything.
Gotcha. Murder. Okay, cool. Murder's happening.
Yeah. Also, real quick reaction on the other 4 guys that got shot after the first
that's
guy.
a really crack security team, right? You would have think at least one of them would have been like, had your 6.
Right.
Or your 12, whichever way. You know what I mean?
Think. Also, the guy that moved slowly to show the killer that he's still alive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Play dead, dude.
Yeah.
If it works for grizzly bears, it works for Lalos.
He who coops and runs away lives to coop another day.
That's right.
Do they break down the door?
About to find out.
Oh, they pick the lock.
Whimpers. Yeah, they don't want to cause a big scene.
Right. And you're going to shut the fuck up.
Sideways Mike is much more badass.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Right there, I wish he just kind of started like screaming and they had to slap him or something. Missed opportunity.
For what?
Huh?
What missed opportunity?
Just a missed opportunity. Mike could have like done this whole thing better, you know. Hindsight.
It's always 2020.
That's true, yeah.
Unlike my vision.
Really? My vision's awesome.
Mine's not.
I just thought I'd point that out.
I have a 175 prescription.
Gotcha.
Not very.
Last time I did an eye test, I was still a little bit better than 2020.
Yours, son of a...
But I feel what's going to happen is...
you have to go quick when you get older.
Like, something's going to happen just one day I'm not going to be able to see. Like,
yeah.
That's just how it's going to go. Man, Gus is so pissed.
It was Lala making a TikTok.
Yeah, right?
Gonna post this on my social media page. Daggers from Gus's eyes.
Absolutely.
And the whole time he's just thinking, I'm so much smarter than you.
Yeah, he's probably like, man, this fucking sucks.
I mean, he set this up. He put this in motion himself. That's what the ladies call me.
A big machine or
no,
a big secret? Look at that crafty bastard. Had this all planned out. He knew Mike would be there eventually.
Right. Lalo, man. Batman.
Yeah.
Well, Joker, Batman.
Yeah, Batman the Batman. Boom. All right, so that kind of took me by surprise. I didn't think that he would take the risk of shooting him.
Well, even if it went through, it's non-fatal. They'll just take out one lung.
It'll probably bust a...
You can live with one lung.
Yeah.
It's like you can live with one heart and one kidney. Oh, wait.
You can live with one heart, only one heart, though.
You can live with getting rid of one of your hearts.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
It'll grow back.
Yes.
Like a kidney or a liver.
Like a fish. Like a trout.
Fish. Exactly. See? That's just good science right there.
I think Bob Marley sang a song about that. One lung.
One lung.
One lung.
Nice. Nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
This has got to be hard when they're walking down the stairs and Tony Dalton is holding both the camcorder and the fucking gun.
Point and shoot. See, another duality parallelism right there.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a camera and a gun.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's not hard to do. I mean, see, he's using the camera hand as a thing. Brace.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. I'll let you have that one, Dave.
You're welcome. Oh wait, you didn't say thank you, did you? I wonder if he remembered to put an SD card in his camera.
Oh yeah. Why would that be pertinent, Dave?
I don't know. Maybe we tried to record this the other day and I didn't have an SD card for the recording device.
I wasn't going to bring it up, but I'm glad you did.
Good, because it needed to be said. There's the Golden Eye view.
Right.
I believe they got some proximity mines in the. Is this
in the
temple?
stacks?
This is the temple level, right?
No, it's the stacks.
Oh, the stacks.
Yeah.
Okay.
It definitely does look like the stacks.
Slappers only. See, Gus is on slappers only.
You're right. Lalo's on Golden Gun.
Golden Gun.
Right. Telling you though, proximity mines. When you put the one above the toilet, such a dick move, but always funny.
Yes, I know. You got me with that so many freaking times. I like the temple. I like prox mines in the temple, or slappers only in the temple is fun too.
Yeah.
But then you got to put on one shot, one kill.
Yeah, Golden Gun.
No, slappers only though.
Slapper always. Yeah, one shot, one kill. Yeah.
Otherwise, the game takes forever.
Right. No odd job.
Yeah, because he is a one shot, one kill.
Yeah. Because you slap over him because he was.
Oh,
so
that's
short.
right. He was too short. You slapped over him.
Yeah.
You just go on slapping people in the nuts.
Slappers only. Golden Gun. No odd job.
No odd job.
It's kind of like in Smash Brothers Melee. Final Destination. Fox only. No items. Cut you out to become Jeff?
The boss.
Because it's El Jefe, but it's spelled like Jeff with an E.
Oh, Jefe. Yeah. I was reading and not listening. I do that sometimes. Play Keno. Yeah, I heard that.
Playing Keno?
I heard him say play Keno.
Oh, nice. Nice. I'm a bingo guy myself, but Keno's pretty cool.
Yeah, Keno's kind of hard.
By the way, speaking of which, so it's basically Gus is telling Don Eladio Lalo what he thinks of him, which is awesome, right?
Mm-hmm.
But just so you know, yesterday when I was at the Hot Sauce Festival, I stopped by the bar below the studio here just to get out of the sun for a bit.
Right.
Because I was out there all fucking day, like helping my friends sell hot sauce. And I put $20 in the machine downstairs and won $80
Jesus.
on my first pull. And then I just fucking left.
I don't know how you do that.
I don't know, man. I have incredible luck with slot machines. But I'm done with numbers, so if you put me in a blackjack table, I'd lose my ass. Like, I'd be like, 20, well, I'd be stupid not to hit.
Split eights. I don't know. Split tens.
All right, so there's the cable thing. And
Right.
You gave a pretty good explanation of how those lock cables work.
Yes. So I guess we thought he twisted it, but I guess he untwisted it.
I think he did the whole thing where, like, he just made it work just enough to keep the light on.
Which
So-
I don't know how that would stop the hum,
Yeah.
but that's just an effect to know that he did something.
Yeah, I think so.
So that way this scene is more pleasurable to watch in about.
So,
Guy's such a badass. That's such a good speech. That's almost like gladiator speech.
yeah.
Buried every single one of you. No, I'm Gus.
Now, you got to leave the target there, Lalo. You got to leave the target. You don't shoot where they're at. You shoot where they're going. That's right. I played Duck Hunt on Nintendo. Shoot where they're going, dude.
Sorry, I'm just enthralled by the scene. Such a good scene.
Is that the first time you saw Gus with fear, though?
I think so.
That has to be the first time.
When they killed his lover, I think. Wasn't he kind of scared in that moment?
Oh, yeah. You know what? That's true. Yeah.
The moment that, like...
Yeah, I actually just watched that scene. I don't know. I somehow went down this weird rabbit hole of video game facts to Gus kills the entire fucking cartel by poisoning them. Yeah. But that's his whole motivation right there. And, I mean, that's a good setup. I mean, he says he'll bury every last one of them by the time it's all said and done. He pretty much does.
I have more thoughts on that later.
Yeah.
But it'll be like next episode later.
Okay, so my only issue, badass scene, right? Absolutely love the scene. Badass, great acting, cool setup.
Right.
But so much had to go perfectly right for that to happen.
It's a movie.
Yeah, I know.
Or a show.
I know.
You know. But this is pretty cool. Like, it doesn't die a lot right away.
Mm-hmm.
He chokes because he's a talker. Poetic justice.
Right. His mouth got the best of him, man.
It did. His hubris.
If you will.
His hubris got the best of him, as hubris tends to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they call it hubris and not confidence.
Yep. If you will, or even if you won't.
Yes, as it were, or as it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Exactly.
Charmed, I'm sure. Now, is he Joker from Batman the movie?
Right. Why see how I got these scars?
No, the Michael Keaton Batman looks just like the Joker when he died.
Right,
He
exactly.
even has the bloody smile.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's creepy. I thought that the first time I saw this, too. Like, that's Jack Nicholson Joker.
Mm-hmm. He would make a fucking fantastic Joker. And that's pretty badass to let him. That's pretty bad. Like, yeah, what was that all? It was like a little, I still to this day.
Last laugh.
Yeah.
It's literally just the last laugh.
Good point.
I picked that up when I was 9 years old.
I was always like, what mechanism does he have that just does that? like,
Yeah,
I was more about the, like, what does he have in his pocket that makes that? I guess I never put together the last laugh thing. Pretty badass, though, that Gus just let Lalo bleed out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's out of bullets.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he pulled the trigger like 5 times after the gun was empty.
Right.
What was he going to do, kick him?
So Gus must have got him on the first shot and dropped him.
Yeah. Intense.
Yeah.
It was a firefight.
Such a good scene. And plus now he's probably pissed off that his suit's all dirty.
Right. Gonna have to get it dry cleaned.
Mm-hmm. If only he had a place to have that done.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Vehicle approaches. Bless you.
Pardon me, I sneezed, yo. Fucking Lyle, man.
There's Lyle. I saw Lyle's dad on Twitter.
Lyle's dad on Twitter?
Yeah, he's like, this is so-and-so. This is my son. He plays Lyle in Better Call Saul.
Oh, that's awesome. Proud Papa.
Yeah.
My dad does the proud stuff, but he does it in a way that makes it sound like he's irritated by me.
Yeah, totally.
He'd be like, check out my fucking idiot son.
Yeah.
Couldn't get a better role than Lyle in Better Call Saul. Like, look at him. Shirt doesn't even fit him.
Did I tell you about the time I played poker with Frank Caliendo's dad?
No.
That was awesome.
Frank Caliendo, the actor?
The impressionist?
Yeah.
I played poker with his dad out in Arizona.
Oh, hilarious.
We're like half an hour into the game, and he's a cool guy.
Yeah.
And we're BSing. And he's just like, yeah, and it comes up organically. And he's just like, you might have heard of my son. I was like, who's that? He's like, Frank Caliendo. I was like, I'm a huge fucking fan of your son, actually. Like,
yeah.
That's awesome. He's like, yeah, he does all right.
Yeah.
And then I took all his money and walked away.
Better call your son for a loan, Pops.
If I had actually taken his money and not embellished the story, maybe I would have said that.
Yeah.
No.
What I love about this is poor Lyle. He's so dedicated. He's working
Right.
like, and Gus doesn't even like try to hide it. Like, hey, dude, I need you to work back to backs,
Right.
but not just back to back like closing to opening. You got to work open to close back to backs.
Right.
And I feel for Lyle because in my former life as a hotel manager,
Mhm.
I have done many of those. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
the fucking worst.
Oh, yeah.
I've literally done like 2 24-hour shifts in a row and just slept in like a spare room.
That's 48 hours.
Yes,
A long day.
that's true. It was not awesome.
My longest work shift was 23 and a half hours, and I was so disappointed I didn't just get to that 24.
Right, yeah. Could have made it.
I almost wanted to stay on the clock, but we had to go because it was a film shoot.
Yeah. So this is what I love this part. Mike's waiting for the guy to leave.
Mm-hmm.
And then he scolds Gus like he didn't fuck up.
Right.
I thought that was so fucking funny the first time I watched it. Like, you happy with the way things went down tonight? What an asshole.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, motherfucker. Are you happy with the...
Although, when he says, because I'm not, I took it as like, I fucked up too.
Right, he was taking
We
responsibility.
both fucked up.
See, I thought that, but then he goes on and scolds him.
Right. Yeah, Lalo could have lived, jackass.
Mm-hmm. But I like the response here that Gus gives where it's like, it could have,
But it didn't.
but it didn't.
Right.
I often have to use that.
Touche, he says, with his eyes.
Mm-hmm. I often have to use it on my wife, where she's like, "Well, that this and this could have happened." I'm like, "Yeah, but it didn't."
But it didn't. Right?
Yeah. So and like here we are. So like I'm already past it.
Exactly.
I don't works and could haves.
If couldas and shouldas were candies and nuts, I'd have a bowl of candy and nuts in front of me. Something like that. I don't know.
That's a long apartment, man. From the bathroom, it looks like it goes. Is that the bathroom and then the bedroom and then the fucking kitchen way out there?
I think that's just the fisheye perspective.
Yeah, that may be true.
It's to show depth.
You know what? It's nice though that they got a refrigerator as a parting gift, though.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
it's just class, really.
Yeah. I mean, when you get into a new apartment,
any time in any show that they ever show like a fridge or anything, always got to have the stereotypical thing of Chinese food.
Always. Do you not currently have Chinese food in your fridge?
Well, if I did, my Chinese food would come in like where it's like the black bottom with the clear top, like not the
studio
paper
fridge has that actually right now.
Yeah, so. not the paper ramekin. But also the thing about Chinese food is like I feel like they typically show. Well, I don't know. I guess that's not true. I was gonna say in my eyes when I think of like that paper ramekin, it usually comes with white rice, and white rice sucks.
Right.
But I like the shit out of chicken fried rice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll do damage on that shit.
Actually, I lied. It's not in the fridge. It's in the garbage. But I did have some really terrible Chinese General Tso's chicken, which we've referenced on our podcast before. Was it axle grease?
Yeah.
Or something like that? It was so overcooked. Why would they not already be on gloves?
Yeah. Come on, Arthur.
I ain't messing around in an apartment with a dead dude without gloves on.
Yeah, Arthur's really dropping the ball on this.
Rookies. Tell you what.
Get your head in the game, Arthur. That's really not cool, fondling somebody when they're...
No. He's going to steal his car and everything?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The man's dead for
It would be
sakes.
a lot funnier if we didn't already know that this was all to set up
right.
suicide.
Yeah.
Just
whatever.
saying.
It's 10:30 at night on a Sunday.
We'll have to work in the morning.
Okay, I really like this too. I really like how Saul is so traumatized that like he's like, no, he's coming back because he's a ghost, right?
So does he understand Lalo's dead? This is what we debated because he says Lalo in Breaking Bad.
No, I don't think he does. I think it'll always stick with him that he came back once.
He'll come back.
Yeah, because like look at what he's been through. What just happened.
So maybe he thinks the cab driver's Lalo in the
scene. Maybe it's probably what he's looking out for the rest of his life, right? I like the distant 1,000-year stare.
1,000-yard stare.
1,000-year.
Yes.
That's how much she was traumatized.
You stare through time, do you?
Yes, I often do. It's a good little dig. It's a good little dig when he mentions the cocaine thing about how they're setting up the cocaine.
Mm-hmm.
Like I took that as like he's like, you fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Shell shocked. Yeah.
And he was on coke, so we talked for 5 hours.
Mm-hmm. He wouldn't let us go, man. He kept telling us that he had plans and conspiracy theories and
size 42.
Yeah. His voice is so soothing.
Right. Like, I'm listening. I forgot we're doing a podcast for a second. I'm just listening to Mike talk.
Right, exactly. There was about a good minute of dead air there, but like,
sorry about that, guys.
Well, when it's well written, they're watching along, so they're probably doing the same thing.
Yeah,
so.
I would assume. And I'm sure there's parts where they're like, "Would these guys like shut up and let the show breathe a little bit?"
Exactly.
I'm just flashing back to the time in my life when a gangster walked in and killed one of my friends in front of me, and then I had to go about my day acting like nothing happened while they reclaimed my apartment. And
Yeah, that was rough.
I wasn't really sure if the guy that did it was alive or dead, but I know he's out there somewhere.
Yeah.
And I spent the rest of my life looking at my shoulder to see if he's going to come get me.
That was a hell of a party, though.
It was.
It was a hell of a party.
It was.
So where'd they bury the other guys?
Oh, that's right. I had forgotten also, like 7 other people died in this episode.
Yeah, and I'm sure I'm not the first
See?
one ever to bring that up.
Nobody cares about the henchmen. They're so disposable. And
Right.
that does bother me. I'm glad a couple comedies have like pointed that out in certain situations, but yeah.
They
your
have family and
bodyguards
friends too, you know.
all died.
Yeah.
And
there's definitely only 2 people there.
right.
It's a good thing that they covered them up so they didn't get covered in dust from the machine digging the hole, only to toss them in the hole and then cover them up with dirt.
That's respect.
Yeah.
Except they forgot to put the pennies on the eyes so they can pay the toll.
Oh, is that what the pennies on the eyes thing?
Gatekeeper. Yeah, you ever watch Boondock Saints, man?
I did, but like years ago.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. That's so funny.
The thud.
What is that? It's like keys and is that a clip and then the camera? Is that what it is?
Should have sent him the video. Like a Weekend at Bernie's episode for old Patrick Fabian here.
Mm-hmm.
You waited this long? You already like went over the body in the apartment.
Right, yeah, he missed it the first time,
And
right?
he missed the wallet and the ring.
He was grabbing the keys. So, do you ever watch Solar Opposites?
No, I have not seen it.
All right, well, there's a joke in one of the seasons where there's this crazy dictator guy, because the thing about Solar Opposites, it's about a family of aliens trying to live in a suburb.
One likes it and one wants to destroy it, right?
No, it's just like a family, and
Oh.
they're just asshole aliens, right? But like, there's a subplot where one of the characters keeps drinking people.
Easy.
Yeah,
It goes
it's
with the
polite.
Dead body.
And
respectful to Howard.
he basically shrinks people and put them in the wall, and then when the show shows the wall, it's like a serious action movie inside. And but anyway, the dictator on that talks about how like he's like talking with one of the girls that he's fighting against or something. It's like that, and she's like, "I'm pregnant." And he's like, "Is it mine?" And she's like, "No, we never had sex." And he's like, "Good, because no one's ever touched my penis, and it isn't going to happen today." Right? But like, there's a scene where he dies, and in his dying breath, he's like, "Do me a favor." He's like, "When I die, don't touch my dick." And then he dies. They have a big emotional death scene. And then as she's like grieving and crying, you see her hand hover over his dick, and then she like pulls it back and like bites her lip. So like that show ruined me because that's all I kept thinking when it had like the
nice.
up the leg crotch shot of Howard. It's like, don't touch his dick after he's dead.
I'll touch my own dick after I'm dead. Thank you very much.
That's how I want to be buried, is with my hand on my wiener.
Yeah. Sewn to it.
Sewn to it, yeah.
That's right.
All right, man, and that ends episode 608.
Episode 608.
Yeah.
And now we have
The teaser for the next
teaser
episode.
for the next one.
But yeah, man, even watch it. Like seriously, that has to be the 5th or 6th time I've watched that entire episode. Still heavy.
Heavy.
Good stuff. So
He ain't heavy, he's my brother.
wait, what?
He ain't heavy, he's my brother.
Oh. I thought you were saying ain't as heavy as my brother. I was like,
no.
what? Damn.
Which I had to have that explained to me,
Mm.
what that means. But now I get it.
I don't get it.
If you need to carry somebody along
Hmm.
and help them out by carrying them, he ain't heavy, he's my brother. Like, it's not a big deal for me to help you.
Yeah, it's not a
You
burden.
don't weigh
I
that
get you.
much. Not a burden, thank you.
Yeah, I
It's not
gotcha.
burdensome. He's my brother.
Gotcha. Okay.
Whereas when you're helping somebody you don't like the people that are probably going to ask you for change when you leave here because downtown Joliet sucks.
Yep. So, so now, all right. So we watched 608.
Yes, we
Still
did.
an awesome episode. I
Yes,
think
it is.
everybody was like waiting to see what the fuck happened, and glad to see Lalo. And I think I remember being like, "Oh shit, who else is left to fucking die?"
That's right. There's
like
2
Kim.
characters gone that are not in Breaking Bad.
Hmm.
And I
So
think,
what are they going to do with Kim?
I think Kim's the last one.
Kim's the last one. I
I'm trying
kept
to
thinking
think of other characters that aren't in Breaking Bad. Lyle.
Lyle. Are you sure? Maybe Lyle's in it.
I don't remember.
I don't know. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. So we're going to cut this one, Says call us idiots, blah, blah, blah. Dave and I are going to take a quick break real quick.
Yep.
And then we'll do 609, and that'll catch us up.
Right.
All right. So thanks for bearing with us, folks. We'll, in real time, be back in like 10 minutes. In reality,
whenever you click the next episode.
Yeah, hang out and watch 609 with us on the next episode of It's All Good, Man.